evening, EC Country. It's a beautiful night in Nebraska, so it is grill time. Tonight we're going to do Wagyu burgers. I have both quarter pounders and half pounders. I hate to throw some math at you, but the packages are always 1 pound, so when they're half pound, there's 2. When it's quarter pound, 4. Just a little math. So, okay, one of the things a lot of people might say, how hard is it to cook a burger? Why do we need a video on this? Well, I'm sure you've done plenty before, but one of the things that people worry about is the burger flare-ups. So some of the different things I see people, they get away from the burgers, they have a little bit of fat content in them, thinking that that's gonna help them, but the fat content is what's gonna give you more flavor. You can do the 96.4 burgers if that's your preference, that's fine, but I'm gonna show you one of the ways, the things that start the flare-ups is the grease dripping down directly into the fire. So I use charcoal, and I'm actually showing you my charcoal in my chimney here, and I'm going to try and dump it a little bit to one side here. So camera can kind of zoom in here, and instead of dumping it right in the center, I should kind of show you a picture of that there. I put it on the right side here, okay? And moving my grates in here. So we're going to use a little bit of an indirect heat method. Now, if you're on a propane grill, what you could do, a lot of times the propane grill, you got 2 burners. Just shut one burner off. Just shut one burner off so that you got the one side. The other thing that we're going to use, I'll show you a little bit. Sometimes you can use a tin pan. You can use foil. If you do use foil, get your top grade foil. Some of the stuff is really thin. If you get the thin stuff, even if you get the good stuff, I recommend doubling up. So the other thing that we're going to use tonight is Timbos. Timbos, if you haven't heard me mention it already, we sell it in the store. There's a good reason. Turn around and look on the ingredients. You don't need a science degree. There is no nitrates. There is no MSG. It is handcrafted in La Vista, Nebraska. We love Timbos. So with that, that's the first segment. I'll just get everything set up here and we'll get into grilling. Okay guys, on to step 2 here. So if you remember, we have the our hot pile of coals over here on the right hand side, and I doubled up some tin foil over on here, this side, and I got my half pounders up top and I got my quarter pounders down here, so I got 2 pounds going. You could use a pan like this. The one danger of using a little bit of tin foil like this, and that's why I double it up. If you just try and go cheap and do one sheet and you get in there and you're trying to shovel and you pierce your tin foil, all your grease is going to go in your fire and you're going to have a problem. So I recommend either doubling up the tin foil, or you can also, you want to be real safe, you could use a pan like this. We're still going to get that grill mark, and I'll show you how to do that. So tune in for that. We're going to do this right here. I got it all set up, and I'm going to shut the lid. We're going to check back here in a minute. So had the lid closed here. You can kind of see if amber comes in. You can. One of the tips I'm going to give you is not to overflip your burgers. Not only will it make life simpler on you, less chance to rip through the foil. You can see the, I guess just the moisture coming through on the top. So it's about time to flip. These are my quarter pounders. The grate up on the other side. So easy peasy. Yep. Gotta get you a good flipper that you trust. So the half pounders up top. So this is what I'm doing right here, and then I like to have this first flip in, and then what I'm going to do for the first time here now, I'm going to get the Timbos, and Timbos is a handcrafted. We're just going to put on our spices now.
Dog's mad because he can smell the hamburgers.
Right. Somebody, Shiloh says, what about me? Okay, so we're there. I'm gonna shut the lid again. We're gonna let this cook up a bit. We're aiming for, I like to try and aim for about 140 degrees. I don't like to overcook my burger, but nobody does them medium rare anymore. When I was a kid, they did that. But anyway, we're gonna shoot for about 140 degrees. We're gonna let this cook up, and I'm gonna show you. We are gonna finish with some grill marks here and make it nice and pretty. So, be back in a minute, guys. All right, EC Country, we are cooking with grease, as they say. So, got it seasoned. you can start to see your hamburgers too, and you can see I haven't been flipping them over, and that's what's causing some of your flare-ups. And this is why I tell you to double up. You can't see I got grease here. If I poked a hole in there, that's gonna go right down to the fire. But here's how we're gonna finish up. Okay, we're gonna come over here, and this is our indirect heat because our fire pile is over here. And then again, you got the propane burner on over here, this one off. So here's my 1/4 pounders here. We are going to get the grill marks and paste. That is over here. My 1/2 pounders. I'll show you how we'll make some space here in a minute. And I just use my spatula, and I'm just going to strategically fold up my tin foil. Keep the grease off the fire. Give myself a little more room here. And the indirect heat is good, so even with moving these over here a little bit, I am still not dripping grease into the fire. A lot of times too, people press down. I don't do that too much because you're just putting grease down into your fire. So put these here for a minute, and when we come back, we'll go ahead and finish up. I'll show you the grill marks, and we're going to be finished up and ready to eat burgers, guys. Thanks. Okay guys, here we are. I actually took my tinfoil off, just put it up here. You see so I got my whole grill front, but I'm really basically just finishing up here. So I just flipped these. You can see they got the nice grill marks. And remember what I said, I want to be at about 140. So here's my 1/4 pounders. Woo. That's a hot heat there. We are good to go. These are going to be good to go. The 1/2 pounders, good to go as well. So, we are all wrapped up. Just pull these off. 1/4 pounders. And we are ready to go in and serve. So like I told you, if you could do a Wagyu burger like this, Wagyu, if you're not familiar with it, has all of the extra marbling. So it's got the fat in there on purpose to give it the extra flavoring. So you guys just saw what I did with Wagyu burgers, and that would be probably your most challenging. So it's just gonna be easier with all your Angus, your leaner meats and so forth. So hope that helps you, and hope you have a good time grilling this summer burgers. Thanks guys, bye.